How's it going, guys? I'm just doing a quick live. God, the lighting in here is pretty nuts, so I might try and adjust that. No, let's have a look. No, there's no way to adjust it. It's just very bright in this room. So if you're watching this, apologies about the picture. There's not much I can do. It's been a while since I've done like any live streams, so I just thought I'd quickly log in and see how you're doing. Hope you've been enjoying the books that I've been reading. So this is the one I've mostly been going over this last week, and it's quite good. So I've still got a few more chapters to go over on this one. But yeah, if you've been follow Alex Hormozi, he's given some really good sort of business tips in this book. So it's what I've been getting into reading a lot. So about halfway through this book. So if any of you have read this book, let me know. And if you put any of the modules into practice and it's helped you make money, even better. Yeah, so I think there's about 5 chapters in this. So look. So I'm just doing this on the fly, it's not organised. Let's have a look. Oh, that was wrong. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 chapters. So I've done 3 chapters so far. I'm literally just going through the books that I'm finding interesting. So if you don't want to buy them, then I can sort of show you the best parts of them. I'm just not showing them word for word. I'm kind of just summarizing what they're about. And I'll find some other books as well. Next one I'll be doing is Grant Cardone's Millionaire Booklet. I saw this one and it's tiny. Little pocket one. Look at that. You hold that up against the Alex Hormozi one. Yeah, this one's a lot more intensive, but I'm thinking this one's probably like a good guide, the Grant Cardone one. So I'll go through that one as well at some point. Let's see how many. Yeah, it's only got like 44 pages in total. So this one's going to be quite a quick read. So let me know if you've read this one. Because, yeah, Grant Cardone, he's done quite a few courses and things, and he's quite successful. So always interested in learning about stuff like that. So found another book as well, James Smith. So I'm probably going to go over this one at some point. Do what I've been doing with the Alex Hormozi, just talk about some of the main chapters and that. But yeah, this one's probably going to take a while to go through because there's a lot more pages on there. I like James Smith. He's done very well for himself. He's obviously a fitness coach, and now he's teaching people how to run their sort of how to do YouTube and stuff like that. So he's multi-talented. I think he lives in Australia now, but the other thing I like about James is he used to live around Bracknell, which is not far from where I'm working at the moment. So yeah, he's got something in common with the guy. He's obviously made a lot more money than me. He's done very well for himself, but yeah, so I'll have this one coming up next. If you've read that, let me know. Be interested to see what your thoughts on it are, because it does look quite good. Yeah, I'm currently off work this week, so I'm just sort of taking it easy and just reading my books, and that's why I've been able to update you guys and show you what I'm reading. Bought this the other day. I thought I seen it advertised at like one of the UFC fights. Drip. I don't know if any of you've had that. Yeah, drip water. So I thought, oh, it'd be sort of like flavored water. But when I tried it, it was literally just water. So I just, I thought it's a bit different. I do have the odd energy drink, so I'll just try this one. It tastes a little bit like Red Bull at the moment. If you've had like Red Bull, normally you get this one, it's all flavored. So so this live stream, there's nothing planned. I'm kind of just sort of doing off the fly. So yeah, so another thing I might be getting at some point is a new iPhone because it's the iPhone 15 Pro, which is good, but they've got the new launch coming out on the 9th. I think it's next Tuesday. So I'll try and make that, but I'm doing martial arts next week on a Tuesday, so I won't be able to make that. Yeah, I think I used to like watching those because they always give you new updates on what they're up to, and everything to do with Apple. So quite interesting. Let's see if anyone's on here. So it's a bit quiet at the moment. I've got two people on there. Let me know if there's anything you want me to sort of cover because on this channel I've been doing a bit of web design. So if you've checked out the web design tutorial, let me know if it's any good because I might do an updated version because that one is a couple of years old and some of the things in WordPress they do change them. Obviously, I need to buy a new domain name and sort of my hosting and stuff like that. But if I'm doing any courses or anything like that, I'll be putting them into my school community. I set it up about a week or two ago. It's pretty quiet in there because obviously I don't have too many people coming on this channel. But as it gets more and more busy, I'll be putting more stuff in there. And also, it's just having the time to do it all because I'm currently obviously working full time. And when you're sort of out 8, 9, 10 hours a day, and then you come back, I've only got so much time in the evenings so I can work on stuff. But yeah, I'm normally quite busy with that. The other thing I've been up to is producing some music because I've got a DJ gig coming the end of the month. So if you're into your trance and stuff like that, I can sort of let you know about those gigs because yeah, they're always good fun. Let me know if you've done any DJing or anything like that before. I did actually make my own vinyl a few years ago. Well, I won a competition. I'll show you that. Here we go. Yeah, bit of sun glare on there. So I won that with Underground Sounds, and that was with DJ Amzone. So he's quite famous DJing. Yeah, it's a bit dusty. Yeah, he's quite famous for DJing with Marky G. He's played all like the Hellscales, Dreamscapes, and stuff like that. So I basically made a bunch of tunes, and luckily people voted for it, and I won this vinyl. So it's the only one that's ever been made. Is there anyone there? Anyone who's watching this? Have you won a vinyl with your name on it? In the comments. Yeah, and the other thing is, I was previously looking for like cybersecurity jobs and things like that, but because of working the long hours, it's very difficult to go for interviews. So it's easier if I do something like that online, because unfortunately, when you're working at like a 10-hour shift and then a company wants you to go for an interview in IT and tech, they're normally like 2 different day interviews. So that's like 2 days holiday I have to take off. So if companies want to do online ones, it's a bit easier. But a lot of them want to do them during the day when you're working, and when you're working on machinery and stuff like that I am, it does make it quite difficult. So yeah, so that's kind of the problems I'm facing if I want to change to working in tech and IT. It's just getting the time to go for the interviews. It's not a case of not being able to do this, have the skills and everything. It's having the time to do it. And I'm pretty sure there's quite a few people out there who have the same issues as well, who have got the skills, but you just don't get the time to go to the interviews. Because if you take like a day's holiday, you only get so many days holiday per year. And most of the time you just want to relax or you want to go away. You don't want to spend it going for an interview, because when you have like tech interviews and stuff like that, there's a lot of people going for those places. They're going for those roles, sorry. So yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating. But yeah, if you're working in construction, like I've always worked in, so, and you've done any courses and things like that, let me know what sort of courses you've done, because I previously did a university one, and that was about over 18 months ago. So I got a qualification for that. And then obviously I did my Google certs as well, and those were done through course careers, which are quite good. And a lot of these they say, oh, you can get a job at the end of it, but the one thing I overlooked is having the time to actually go for the interviews. So trying to get the interviews is the tricky thing. I think if you're already working in IT, it's not too bad, because when I was in the cyber range, I've seen a lot of people getting jobs, and they're sort of transitioning from sort of tech support roles to then cybersecurity. I didn't see too many people who were working in construction and then sort of changing over. So that presents a bit of a problem. So I'll keep going with this channel because this thing might take off. I don't know. And then if I'm just doing YouTube all the time, then I can focus on doing some more cybersecurity stuff. Because at the moment, it's difficult to get to those interviews. So I've had a few people ask me about jobs, and that's the main sort of barrier I'm finding at the moment. It's not the case of I can't do it; it's getting the time to go for interviews. So if anyone's watching this and you work for like an IT company, I'm happy to have a meeting with you, but it needs to be around the day job because I can't do it during the day one because it's just too busy. I don't like letting people down or lying to companies saying, oh, I need to go for a doctor's appointment because, if I'm trying to better myself in my career, why should I have to lie about stuff like that? How's the picture anyway? Yeah, I noticed it's quite bright in here, so I can't really adjust that. I've got the sun sort of beaming through the window at the moment. We've even got the curtains closed. Yeah, so it's not a lot really to update you guys on. I've shown you a few of the books I've been reading or going to read, but yeah, I think this one's going to be fairly quick because it's a tiny little booklet. James's one's going to take me a while because, yeah, there's quite a few pages in that one. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, I think there's about 259 in there, or 260. I'm obviously not going to read every single page. I'm going to be checking out each chapter, and I'm going to be checking out like golden nuggets of each chapter. And so you know if it's a good book or not. But looking at what James Smith has already done, it does look like he knows what he's talking about, and he's done very well for himself. But for now, I'm just sort of still part way through this one. This is very easy to understand. I've never really been into sales, but I've learned a lot from this one. So I'd recommend getting that book if you have a business and you want to try and make a little bit more money. There's a few things in here that I'd recommend with my current company, but unfortunately, one of the directors there, he doesn't really listen to anyone unless it's his idea. So all the things in here that could probably help my current company that I work for, I won't be telling them anything because they won't listen to me. And even when I have tried to recommend things, they've just ignored them before. It's a bit frustrating when you try and give someone sort of advice and they say they know it and they've not even taken time to sort of listen to you. Yeah, so that's it really. I think I'm going to be looking out for new books and things like that, and anything that I'm finding that's sort of helping me, then I'll be putting on this channel. So this is why I've put the web design courses and things like that on there. But yeah, if you're sort of learning WordPress or you're learning web design in total, I'd say start off with a WordPress website because they're a lot easier. It's all drag and drop, and there's quite a few courses and tutorials out there. Obviously, I learned everything from a tutorial, so I'm taking the best bits and I'm kind of turning into my own version of it. So you can do exactly the same what I'm doing. Learn how to build a WordPress website, even copy what I've done, and then just do your own version of it. I don't care if it's helped you, then fair play. Just go ahead and do it. Because a lot of these courses, everyone's just copying one another. So if you can you put your own sort of take on it, what I'm doing, then you could have your own style and everything, and people will gravitate to your way of teaching. obviously break it down. And it's a way to sort of explain it because you want to be able to sort of explain things clearly. So that's one thing I'm still trying to learn on is how to communicate things so I can explain things better. Because when I was working in previous jobs, I was working for this one woman, and she was very nasty. And I'd be talking, and she would just be laughing, saying, "What the hell did you just say?" And she'd sort of talk over me, sort of, things like that, sort of ruin my confidence. But as I'm getting older now, I don't really care about people like that, and I'm happy to sort of show what I'm learning, so then it helps you guys. Because as I'm sort of teaching people, it's reaffirming what I'm doing. Because they say if you sort of talking over something or you're teaching other people, you actually learn things better. So I'm kind of documenting on things that are helping me get better, and obviously going to help the channel because people should hopefully like what I'm doing. I've found a few more books as well. I've joined the local library as well, so it's going to be a little bit cheaper. So this one from James Smith is something I found in the local library, because I can obviously buy books, but that's going to get really expensive because I'm not really making any money from these videos. I might do one at some point. I've got a few thousand subscribers, but not everyone watches the videos because I was previously streaming and it was completely different content. But I was struggling to sort of stream and have a full-time job at the same time. So I had to sort of, some things had to sort of take a break, so I couldn't do these streaming. Unfortunately, the channel kind of bombed. So now this is why I'm putting this kind of content in there at the moment. And I'm enjoying it. I'm just making sure I put a video on there every day. I don't. Sometimes I get sort of one on there every single day. Sometimes I miss out the odd day here and there, but I'm sort of learning as I'm going along, guys. What else was there? Trying to think, really. If you're watching, let me know where you're from, because it's always interesting to see where people are from. I've got the live chat there as well, so don't be afraid to sort of get in there, unless you're on your TV watching, because that's another thing. I think a lot of people watch YouTube on the TV. It's generally a lot of things I do as well. Watch a lot of like vlogging, cooking, and stuff like that as well. I think when you're doing techie kind of stuff, when reading books and things like that, showing you the best parts of them, what I'm doing, a lot of people watching from their phones or from their tablets and that. Yeah, I'm kind of just waffling, so I thought I'd just do a quick live because I've not done a proper one for a long time. I think the last time I did one was you talking about the 100 Million Models book, which was quite a good launch from Alex Hormozi. When he did that, I think he sold over 3 million copies of this, and I thought there's quite a few like bonuses and things that he was giving away. I just don't have the money because I'm a working man. Yeah, he's probably I think he's still got loads on his website. I'm not affiliated with it. There's no like affiliate link. This is just my take on it. And any books that I do read, I'm buying them myself or I'm getting them from the library. So I'll give you like a non-biased review on them. Obviously, this is the first like proper like business one I'm reading, so I've got nothing else to compare it to. But everything I've learned so far from Alex Hormozi has been spot on. I mean, he knows how to sell, put it that way. Yeah, there's quite a few people out there. I think I'm going to be reading a few books, and there's going to be a lot of people sort of copying from one another. So I'm going to be expecting that. But if there's any books you want me to check out, you can recommend, then please let me know because it's going to help me. I'm kind of just going online on Facebook and seeing what books are sort of popular at the moment or trending. I'm even going to check out some older books like Richard Branson as well. So yeah, it's a case of me I'm just sort of seeing the things I'm interested in, and then I'm kind of summarizing the chapters, so then I get everything in an easy format, so you guys know if you want to buy that book or that course. I'll let you know if you're wasting your time. Anyway, I will speak to you later.